With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Back at it for all you road course addicts. Once again, here tonight, it's the Western Grinding Road Course Racing Series brought to you by Worn Out Racers right here on iRacing.com. Welcome to tonight's broadcast. We've got the GT4 Mini Season Championship Race right here from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, 2.2 miles around this sprawling, beautiful track in Lexington, Ohio. Drivers are going to tackle these corners and see who can walk away with the final checkered flag. And these GT4 machines qualifying already underway. So before we bring you those qualifying times, how you doing? How you feeling? Out there in TV land, race fans, glad you could all join us tonight. As always, Dave of the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside. And speaking of trackside, Let's go ahead and throw some of those timing scoring charts to the left-hand side of your screen. There you can see top of the speed charts. Pole position here tonight from Mid-Ohio. Quick time belongs to the 59 of Tim McLeish and his McLaren GT4 machine, a 1:26.56 is the fast time. Sheldon right there. How about BC Volt? Man, 94 machine BC looking to get back to victory lane tonight. We'll see if we get a repeat winner or a fresh face to victory lane here tonight, as we've got about 3 minutes remaining here in qualifying. Handful of drivers still yet to make their qualifying times. 15 drivers on the speed charts. We've got over 21 drivers in the field here tonight, so a sold-out house to watch these Western grinding GT4 road course races go at it. Music's gonna slowly begin to fade away, and we'll begin to have a clearer picture of how things are gonna roll off on the starting grid tonight. A lot on the line here as we are in the final race for the GT4 class. That's right, the 4-week mini season coming to a close here tonight. So we will crown a champion, but we will continue on next week in the GT3 machines here on iRacing.com, the world's #1 racing simulator. If you're looking to get behind the wheel of a fast car, there's no better way to get the feel than right here with iRacing.com. Track silent as drivers await to go out in the final few moments here. As we already said, 17 drivers with a time lap now. However, handful still yet to qualify. They've got barely enough time to try to put down a time lap. If they wait any longer, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to put down lap here in qualifying. So with just about 2 minutes now remaining, that's pretty much going to do it for qualifying. Quick time belongs to the 59. Tim McLeish going to start all the pole position in his McLaren GT4 machine. We're going to step away tracks from trackside for just a few commercial breaks, pay a few of the sponsor bills. You know how all that goes. Come back for your national anthem and your starting lineup. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back shortly. Oh no, we're gonna stay right here. Okay, no, we're getting a head shake over there in the corner. No, we're not gonna go to commercial just yet. It looks like we're gonna stay right here for a moment. And I tell you what, since we're gonna stay here, we might as well go ahead and throw down some of that official business coming into tonight's race. There you can see your points leader Kevin Santana looking through timing and scoring in Santana, qualifying outside of the top 5, but with a 15-point advantage coming into tonight's race. Santana pretty much just has to finish, and he will walk away crowned as your GT4 champion. Mark Axelson putting up a good fight right there. Sharky himself got the Jaws music playing, but unfortunately Sharky not in the field here tonight, so he will lose some ground, or at least we're going to double check that. We don't want to give any false information. And indeed, yes, Mark Axelson not in the field tonight. BC Vault has a chance to possibly move his way into second. That's going to set him up for a good run as we start the GT3 classes next week. Championships rolling on, as we've got an overall championship as well. So a lot of action coming up in the next 6 to 7 weeks. You want to be glued to your monitors right here each and every Thursday night for the Western Grinding Road Series. And with that being said, we're going to step away for just a few brief commercial breaks, pay a few of the bills and sponsors. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back live from Mid-Ohio.
so proudly railed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular their bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And backtrack side here from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course as drivers get ready to tackle this 2.2 mile racetrack. Everybody setting their sights on walking away with the final checkered flag here in the GT4 session. The 4-week mini season will come to a close here tonight. From Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, and we are just about ready to roll off here tonight. But we do want to take a few moments here to reflect on, excuse me, to reflect on a few things, and that is life and how short life can be at times. Unfortunately, hearing the tragic news earlier here today that we have lost one of our coveted, loved members, one of our brothers here with the Worn Out Racing umbrella of leagues that has run pretty much 7 days a week. Unfortunate, tragic passing of Rick and his wife Beth on their way down to Florida. I don't want to go into too many details just for those of you watching that may not fully know the circumstances and the situation, but our hearts, thoughts, well wishes, and prayers go out to Rick and Beth, their entire family, all of the friends. Gary, we've got you in our hearts and thoughts, brother. Our condolences, deepest sympathies. If you need anything, you can reach out to me personally. You can find me right there on Facebook.com. Reach me over here on Discord, maybe TeamSpeak as well. If there's anything we can do for you, you just let us know. So driver's going to be racing with a heavy heart here tonight. And in closing, we'd like to say Godspeed, Rick. Godspeed, Beth, and we will see you on the other side. Now, please join us in a moment of silence. And we thank you all for joining us in our brief moment of silence to reflect back on our lost brother here tonight. Rick, you will be missed. These racers are going to do what they know you would want them to do. They're going to lay down some fast times. They're going to lay down some rubber, possibly be beating and banging around this track. So we're going to shift gears and we're going to get ready to go racing here tonight from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, ready to roll with Tim McLeish bringing the field to the green flag here tonight. We're going to jump just a little bit closer to the track. What do you say, race fans? We jump down trackside as we get ready to roll. Look at the field behind the pace car as we get set for tonight's GT4 Championship. Everybody begins to make their way to their starting positions. And with a big field here tonight, you know those sounds. You know, it's time to run down tonight's the starting lineup for the GT4 Championship right here with the Western Grinding Road Course Series, starting inside row number 1. Quick time in qualifying. He'll start from the pole position inside of that 59 GT4 McLaren, Tim McLeish. 29 of Sheldon will park his McLaren just to the outside. In second position back in row number 2, BC Vault and Johan Wilson. Row number 3 here tonight from Mid-Ohio, Dean Miller and Kevin Santana. There's Rolf Than in the 52, rounding out your top 8. Chris Llewellyn and Jeff Spotswood finish out your top 10. As we get ready to hit the gas and green flag flies off the final corner, music fades and drivers bring the engines to life. Big move by Ball down on the inside of the racetrack. He'll grab that second spot away, and just like that, McLeish fades from first to fourth under fire here as Santana looks to get by. Kevin Santana going to put that 666 up into the fourth position and grab a spot away. Your Bolster fading and fading fast. A little bit of trouble in the back. Vanderhave's going to go around. John Sayer goes around. Eventful lap number 1 here from Mid-Ohio. 24 laps for these drivers to try to decide the GT4 Championship, and make no mistake about it, this man right here inside of his Aston Martin only has to finish tonight's race to walk away with the GT4 Championship, but he's wanting to do it in style. He is wanting to do it in fashion. Kevin Santana inside of your top 5, up 2 positions on lap number 1, and he's looking for a little more. So as drivers begin to make their way through the S's and down to the keyhole corner, we'll complete lap number 1 this time by. We'll have just 23 laps remaining. We'll drop that timing and scoring over to the left-hand side of your screen. 1 lap complete here from Mid-Ohio. There you can see the long string of single-file cars, everybody waiting, biding their time in order to make a calculated move, a pass under braking. We got one driver off track back there. I believe that was the 019 of Chris Llewellyn, the GT McLaren, going off course. So as we got 1 lap in the bag, let's go back and see what happened with some of this lap number 1 action. Raymond Causey involved in something. Let's take a look on board here. There you can see the Mercedes AMG 09 of Causey under braking contact in front of him, and Causey going to come to crawl, a little bit of contact behind him. So Andy Frenchie, Raymond Causey, Richard Vanderhave all caught up in that incident on lap number 1. We'll jump back outside of the car and back up front with your race leader Sheldon Stingray showing the way with BC Vault hot on the trail. 410 separate your top 2. Things starting to spread out a little bit at the front of the field, so let's go to the battle right here. 3 cars all locked up with each other. 4 manufacturers running with each other. The BMW, the Aston Martin of Kevin Santana. There's the GT4 McLaren of Tim McLeish. How about the Mercedes AMG? He's sitting in 6th, the 52 machine running well. Biggest mover of the race so far, how about the BMW? Driver Tommy Cristiano, he's going to make up 7 positions from where he qualified here tonight. Started in the 20th position, now inside of your top 15, sitting in 13th. And Stingray continuing to try to walk away from the field. Your top 2 stepping out to just about a 2.5 second advantage over Johan Wilson, sitting in 3rd. Hot and heavy battle here, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, all over each other here from Mid-Ohio. Let's jump around the racetrack just a little bit. Let's see if we can't bring you any more battles around the track. And it looks like producers want to stay right here. So we're going to stay right here with that battle around your top 3, 4, 5th place. As we take an onboard look here at Tim McLeish, your pole sitter, struggling here early in the evening. Started from the pole position, now running in 5th. McLeish struggling to get a little grip and heat in the tires. James Schultz looking to make a move. Let's take a look back here at the Extreme Motorsports 420 machine of James Schultz as he looks to get by David Tamara, fellow Mercedes driver just in front of him. Tamara sitting in that 15th position, so a battle deep in the field, but still a battle for track position. Biggest battles, though, right here, man. I'm telling you, you gotta keep your eye on this one. Wilson able to walk away from Santana. That opened the door for McLeish to work his way back to 4th. One better way to watch them racing than right here at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Park. With all sorts of manufacturers out there, these GT4 monsters have been going at it for what is now 4 weeks of racing. 3 different race winners, Kevin Santana, BC Vault, Jimmy P, all to victory lane. 2 drivers in the field here tonight with that opportunity to win 2 races in the mini seasoned Will Vault. Will Santana be able to get the job done, or will we see a surprise victory here tonight? Your top 2 stepping away from the field. There you can see him just off in the distance. Sheldon and Vault going at it for that top spot, but advantage to Stingray, who started from outside pole position. Going to see if we've got another onboard camera shot here. I do believe we've got an onboard shot. There it is, on board with Tim McLeish. Looking to the inside now of Wilson, deep in the braking zone. Inside touch of the curb here. He's going to carry it out. And there it is. Job well done. Pass made by McLeish. Wilson going to fade. Back behind him, and whoa! Big wiggle contact. Did you see it? A big wiggle and some contact there, and Kevin Santana going to get a little bit out of shape. Santana going to lose a position off of that one. He'll move back to 6th, so the 666 right back to where he qualified. Santana sits in 6th. Let's go a little further back in the field. What do you say, race fans? Let's take a look right here at Jeff Spotswood as he tries to run down Roll Than, who's just out in front of him. Dean Miller battling with Than. There you can see Than and his number 60 Creatures Comfort Brewing Company, the Porsche machine. What a run here tonight. Let's jump around the track just a little bit. What do you say, race fans? Let's go up here as drivers continue to battle on the racetrack, battling for positions inside of your top 5 as your top 2 have stepped away. Tim McLeish starting to try to walk away from Wilson, the 44, now under fire, excuse me, from the 52. Kevin Santana right there. Dean Miller not too far off. Don't count out Rolf and Jeff Spotswood starting to come up into the mix. Fastest lap of the race going to be turned in last time around a 1:26.78 for your pole sitter, who's now back into third. Tim McLeish now has found the pace. He has now got the grip, and he is now laying down some quick times, almost a full second faster than the man out front. Last time around, race leader Sheldon Stingray gonna run a 1:27.55. Mirror that lap time for Vault as we gotta pass to the inside. Contact and around goes Santana. Santana gonna come to a slide and a stop right here. Oh, don't high side it. Gotta get it going, gotta get it going. He's gonna spin it back around to the opposite side of the track. Big trouble now for Santana. We watched it happen. We seen the trouble. We'll look at the replay one time. There you can see onboard camera shot, a little bit of contact, and around he goes. That's going to do it. That's going to be it. Santana going to go for a ride. So we'll jump back live at the front of the field with race leader Sheldon Stingray out to a 1 second advantage, slowly but surely building that race lead. BC Vault is still maintaining that second spot. Tim McLeish, yet another fast lap here tonight, a 1:26.69, so he's going to go even faster here as we continue around the track. Lap number 7 is underway. And as we get a little deeper into tonight's race, what do you say we go ahead and throw that track map up to the left-hand side of your screen? Let you find your favorite driver on track, not just in that timing scoring. We'll throw it up there with the car numbers on screen for you, making their way around this 2.2-mile racetrack. Taking a look too, and it looks like still a half a second faster is McLeish. He's starting to work his way into the picture. There you can see him in the background, creeping, crawling his way back to the front right here, man. What a run by McLeish. We're going to take a look now at the man running in second, and while we're here, we're going to take a look back off of the tail end of BC Vault. Looking back at McLeish as he continues to run fast lap after fast lap. This time he's still going to be 0.3 of a second faster as they make their way through turn 1 down towards the hairpin here. Hairpin into turn number 2. Stingray still shows the way on board with BC Vault. Looking back at third place runner, your pole sitter here tonight, Tim McLeish, trying to make his way back to the front. We'll jump back outside the car and back around the racetrack, back to a battle spot just outside of your top 5, 6th and 7th, going at it here. Porsche versus Mercedes and Mid-Ohio. Action at the front of the field just got a little hotter. Tim McLeish right here, ready to grab that second position away, looking to kind of just pester this 94, force him into a mental mistake, catch him in a braking zone. Oh, and look, we've got a driver to pit lane. Driver to pit lane. BC Vault going to peel off of the track and head to pit lane. He's going to start the round of green flag pit stops. Pretty early stop, though, with 15 to go. Not so sure about this strategy as we take a look now back and Robert E. Richard Vanderhaven and Frenchie all going at it. 3 McLarens battling for position. Frenchie looking to grab that spot away from Vanderhaven, not quite able to get there yet. The Kraken number 46 GT4 McLaren trying to get the job done. Double O Vanderhaven keeping him behind. Job well done. Nice defensive move through the S's and around the track down the long back stretch and into the keyhole corner. A lot going on at the front, a lot going on in the rear. We've got trouble on track, James Schultz, the 420, going to have some issues. And we're going to go back and check the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet replay. Here you can see him down into the corner. And he's just going to have a little bit of a slide here. No harm, no foul. He is going to give up quite a bit of time on the track. Oh, well, there's a little bit of scrape and a rub off of the arm curve barrier. There, he's going to try to get heading back in the right directions, but Schultz sits on pit road. Back live out front, still your race leader is Sheldon Stingray. Going to take that top spot away. Tim McLeish now running in second, all over your race leader. Lap number 10 underway with 14 to go. Just about at that halfway point here tonight from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. It's been a Sunday drive, if you will, for the man sitting in that top spot, Sheldon Stingray, with a good run so far here tonight. Started outside pole position, grabbed the top spot in the opening lap, has not looked back, but pole sitter McLeish fell off pace, fell deep through the field, has worked his way back all the way to second. And man, I'm telling you, there's definitely some speed in that number 59 machine. Looking for some other battles on track. We're going to go back to your next closest battle here in just 1 second. We're going to continue to watch it on the timing and scoring. We're going to see if that battle continues to rage on, as Sheldon able to walk away just a little bit here, give himself a little bit of a breather as they head down into turn number 2 for the hairpin. We'll take a look back at this battle here. There you can see that 52 AMG Mercedes being followed closely by Dean Miller. Miller, that McLaren number 5, looking for a position. We'll see if he can't get the job done. That's all for a spot inside of your top 5. BC Volt starting to work his way back up through the field after making his first and what should be only pit stop of the evening. Volt going to come down to pit road back on lap number 9, so we'll see if that number 94 is on the right strategy. Kevin Santana not too far from him. Santana also to pit lane back on lap number 9, so both of those drivers are already making their one and only required stop of the evening. Will it be soon enough? Will the undercut work out? Get a look at the timing and scoring here. A 127.67 with Volt on these fresher tires, and race leader still turning in a 127.97, so a little bit of a gain, but not quite as much as his crew would probably like to see. Volt's going to look to the inside of Freddie, and he's going to grab that position away from the BMW GT474 machine of Fast Freddy. Freddie going to move back to the 10th spot here in the running order, and that's going to do it for this battle, and we'll head back to the front with your race leader, Sheldon, as he tries to keep Tim behind him. They're going to run up on some lap traffic here. Lap traffic ahead of your race leaders, as we are one lap away from the halfway point tonight. So what do you say we go ahead and just start it up right now? What do you say we go ahead and get your driver highlights and spotlights, your mid-race report here tonight from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Park in the Western Grinding Thursday night series road course racing coming at you week in, week out, each and every Thursday night at 9 o'clock, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Halfway through tonight's race, 23 drivers took to the starting grid. We have still got 19 out on track, but only 15 left on the lead lap. David Tamara, James Schultz, Tommy Cristiano, Raymond Causey, John Sayer, all off of the lead lap. Trouble here tonight early for Lawman. Steve Law going to have some issues with his GT4 McLaren, and the 6 going to be on pit road for quite an extended stay. Raymond Causey looks like he's got some issues, and Causey going to head to pit road as well. So the 09 GT, the GT4 Mercedes AMG Tamara is going to have some issues, and he's going to head to pit road. Rolthan's going to bring his creature comforts. Number 60, Porsche, to pit lane to the attention of his crew members. Vault going to move his way back inside of the top 10, back up to 8th. You know, let's pay attention to this as well, race fans. This is going to be big right here. This is definitely going to be big. We're looking through Tommy and scoring. It looks like pit road Delta. We've had drivers come to pit lane, get off of pit lane as quickly as 29.8 seconds. So your pit road Delta, let's call it 29.5 seconds, upwards of 35 seconds. So you look at that timing and scoring chart. BC Vault sitting 26 seconds behind. This has the potential to be a huge undercut for Vault. A huge undercut. If race leaders continue to battle right here like this, they're going to continue to give up time, and that is going to play right into the hands of Vault. Race leaders are going to have to come to pit road, as you see now. The 52 Mercedes AMG, he's going to come down pit road. He's going to bring his car to the attention of the crew members. So we'll see how he shakes out. We'll see if Vault's able to catapult his way up and around him. If he's able to, I'm telling you, this might be the crew chief call of the season. Vault may steal this one, man. It's looking good, because you can see still in that time, it's going the opposite direction. It is dwindling. And will that affect the strategy of these crew chiefs? Are they going to go with maybe less fuel, no tires, just to try to speed the process up and keep their driver out front? Nothing on the line here for McLeish or Stingray besides a race win. Wilson coming into tonight's race too far out in the point standings to really make a difference. Only driver that can really try to make a dent in this thing, it's inside of your top 10 at this point in time, is BC Vault. And if he's able to grab that race win, man, I'm telling you, it may get close. But Santana still has to have a bad night, and Kevin Santana still sitting in the 11th position. It's going to be hard-pressed for him to lose this championship, but Vault doing everything he can from his standpoint to try to snatch away that season hardware. McLeish back to the front, as Sheldon headed to pit road this time by. That's going to leave your top 2 still out on track, still yet to make their green flag pit stops, and just like that, there it is. Vault gonna go up and around Stingray, and he's gonna have himself a 4 to 5 second advantage. Huge undercut. This is gonna be big, race fans, I'm telling ya. Gap to race leader now under 25 seconds. BC is going to pull this off. Mark my words, unless something happens to him, I promise you, McLeish is going to have to do something fantastic on pit road. We're going to look back at Stingray's pit stop here. 14.3 seconds, so 4 seconds longer in his pit box. That's going to translate into a 5-second differential and a 4.5 second overall difference as McLeish to pit road. Race leader to pit road. McLeish gonna come to pit road this time around. You hear him putting on that pit road limiter as Wilson heads through the final corner, and he's gonna head down pit road. Here comes BC Vault through the final section. He's gonna come through the keyhole and down the front stretch to the start and finish line. Will he be able to beat McLeish and Wilson? Wilson into his box for service. McLeish trying to work his way down pit lane and not gonna exit in time. Vault will grab the spot. Great job by McLeish to get back off of pit road. He's gonna come out ahead of Stingray with a slight chance here. 8 laps to go. He's got 2.3 seconds to make up. Can McLeish do it? What do you think, race fans? Let's hear it. Do you think your pole sitter, the man who holds the fastest lap of the race, 2 seconds behind, 8 laps to go, can he get there and can he take that top spot back? Give us a photo finish, or will it be a dominating performance? The tail end of the race on these older tires. A 7-lap older tires for your race leader, BC Vault. There's temperature in those tires, but they are losing grip lap after lap. Vault is going to be under fire here in the next, I would say, 2 to 3 laps. McLeish closing in, race lead now under 2 seconds. Let's jump back to a battle on the racetrack, though. Let's go back here. Jeff Spotswood, Chris Llewellyn, and Kevin Santana all going at it for position on the racetrack. That's going to be 7th, 8th, 9th here tonight from Mid-Ohio. A little bit of a quiet night here tonight for Santana. He had that one unfortunate circumstance, but in road course racing, all it takes is that one off-track excursion to kind of put a damper and kill the night. And unfortunately, Santana going to have himself a big ride, and he's going to fall back through the field. Slowly making his way back through the field, but still a long way to go to get to the podiums. Santana just trying to finish things off on a high note and walk away as your GT4 season champion. Race leads getting closer and closer. McLeish knocking on the door of bringing that deficit down to just 1 second. We'll see how he goes over the next 7 laps here. Time ticking away. Lap count smaller and smaller. Trouble out front. Rolthan, oh no. Dan gonna have some problems. He's gonna have some issues. Let's go check on the 60. Over the hill and just a long lazy slide around he goes back into the kitty litter, and he's going to get it headed back on track and stay out of everybody's way. Than going to have to clean off those tires and get back up to speed. Meanwhile, front of the field, we're going to go back to this battle. Take a look off of the tail end here. Let's take a look off of the back end of this Porsche. Piloted by BC Vault, the 94 Porsche machine showing the way here, but less than 1 second back is your pole sitter. Running well here, man, trying to get the job done. Let's take a look. Great race, great run here tonight. We've got drivers battling for position, battling for the checkered flag here with just 6 laps remaining, less than 15 miles of racing left here from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Park as Richard Vanderhave going to bring his 00 McLaren GT4 machine down pit road. He's going to make his final stop of the night. 5-finger wave the hi, how are ya? As race fans enjoy a great show here tonight. 5 laps to go, and McLeish gonna to the inside, and he will grab that top spot away. He waited and waited, got there in 3 laps, wasted no time. Opportunity knocked, and he opened the door. There it is. Race leader once again, your pole sitter tonight, the 59 of Tim McLeish. We're going to take a look at these lap times now that McLeish is out in clean air. Last time around at 126.80, Brian McLeish at 127.59 for Vault. So almost a full second faster. McLeish has got a ton of pace at the tail end of this race. And we don't show battles just on the lead lap. We don't show battles just inside your top 5. We're going to go back here as Frenchie tries to take a position away from Robert D. Drivers off of the lead lap, but still battling for positions 13th and 14th on the racetrack. And the Kraken, number 46 of Frenchie, looking to pass the McLaren in front of him. Robert D. trying to hold down the fort. In 13th position, the 9 going to go into turn number 1. And keep Frenchie at bay. Battle for a spot just outside of your top 5. Here's Wilson in Spotswood. Or I apologize. That's going to be Spotswood and Santana. Wilson just off in the distance. The 44 BMW looking good here tonight. Rounding out your top 5. Santana going to move to the inside. And he's going to take that position away. Put the 666 in 6th. Small, short-lived battle there as Kevin Santana going to take away that 6th position. Jeff Spotswood going to fall back to 7th. Meanwhile, front of the field, McLeish opening up that gap and doing it mighty heavily here. He's going to be a full second faster than Vault this time by, and he's going to open up that race advantage to just about 1 second as well. So with 3 laps remaining, things begin to spread out and drivers begin to lose touch with positions around them. Tim McLeish going to look for his first checkered flag this season, going to back up that pole position here tonight. Not just fast in qualifying, he's got fast lap times and a great handling car here in a race trim. Jeff Spotswood going to have some trouble. Spotswood going to have some issues late here. He's going to come to a crawl, get it fired back up. And has Vault played a game here? Has Vault played a cat and mouse game? Starting to reel in race leader once again with 3 laps remaining. Go ahead through the King Cup and down the hill to the Keyhole Corner, your final corner here tonight at Mid-Ohio. We'll have popsicle sticks on display this latest time around. Just 2 laps to go here tonight in the Western Grinding Thursday Night Series. Tim McLeish will cross the line as we've got 2 to go. No battles on the track to bring you, so we're going to stay right here with your race leader, your pole sitter. He's been lightning fast. Lap after lap, all race long. Early trouble on lap number 1. Watched him give up 4, 5, 6 positions. McLeish relaxed, bided himself some time, worked his way back up through the field. Held true to the strategy that they had pre-race, and he has found himself back out front. Down the backside of the track, just a few more corners remaining before we see the white flag fly here tonight from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Park, and we will crown a race winner, and we will crown a championship king. Final corner and across the line, white flag flies. Final lap here tonight from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course as the Western Grindin GT4 season comes to a close. The 4-week mini season all comes down to this. Tim McLeish out front, showing the way, looking for his first win of the season. Not in play for the championship, but Kevin Santana and that 666 looks to walk away as your season champion here in these GT4 machines, and that's going to build him some momentum heading into next week's week 1 with the GT3 class. We'll see how these drivers go in the next 4 weeks in those GT4 machines. But first, let's finish things off here tonight from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, coming around the S is the backside of the track. Less than 2 miles, less than 1.5 miles remain, and we will wave the checkered flag and crown a king here from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Coming around the final corner, your race leader, your pole sitter, he will see the checkered flag fly. And McLeish walks away with the race win here tonight. BC Vault back in second. Stingray gonna finish out your podium drivers. Johan Wilson back in fourth. Kevin Santana gonna bring that 666 home in fifth. And as we watch your race winner on his cool down lap, we've got to give this man some props. Walking away with the race win. Job well done. Well deserved checkered flag performance here tonight. So big time shout out to McLeish and his entire crew. But how about this man right here? Triple clutch, the 666 of Kevin Santana will walk away with the GT4 championship. Job well done, my friend. He'll finish in the top 5 once again, and Santana has got it done when he needed to get the job done. Week in, week out, fast as always. Santana enjoying a little bit of off-road action. Not quite so sure the mechanics are going to like that, but hey, it's the last time they're going to be in these GT4 machines. Why not have a little fun? So as drivers make their way back around this 2.2 beautiful course right here in Lexington, Ohio, we're going to step away from the track, get things set up and ready to go for your post-race interview, so don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back live trackside, high above Mid Ohio Sports Car Course, as we get ready for your post race interviews. Walking away third here tonight, but unfortunately, he's got some prior obligations. The number 29 of Sheldon Stingray going to have himself one heck of a night here tonight. He will walk away with third, walked away leading a handful of laps as well. So a big shout out to that entire 29 McLaren crew has Sheldon. He looks sporty here tonight, but just quite couldn't get it done. He will finish with the final spot in the podium. That's going to move us right along here tonight. We're going to see if we can talk to the man that was trying to get the job done. He was right there knocking on the door, almost got it done, but he's going to finish off the GT4 season with a good run. Let's see if we can't talk to our good buddy BC. It's Dave. You got us?
What is going down?
It's the same old, same, just a different day. You know how that is, man. How you feeling after a fine performance to wrap up this 4-week mini season in these GT4s?
Oh man, I feel good. I don't know where I'm gonna end up in the points tonight. I think I was running second or third, but I didn't have any X's tonight, so I get 5 bonus points. I think I might have led the most laps. I'm not sure. So we'll see how it comes out, man. It'd be cool to win this championship.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be pretty close. I don't want to. My math, I think you just came up a point or two short. Don't count. Don't hold me to it here because it's not official numbers here. But I mean, you gave it all you had. You were right there at the end. You utilized a big undercut strategy to grab the race lead. Less than 10 laps to go. You're still sitting in the race lead. What was going through your head at that time?
Just keep running smooth, and I saw Tim catching me, and I made the decision that when he caught up to me, I was just gonna let him get under me. I didn't want to race him. I'd rather draft him and try to keep up with him. I'm better that way. So I did that, and he actually was kind enough to say, "Hey, man, is this gonna screw up your points?" And I said, "Dude, you're gonna win the race. If you got the speed to win the race, you win the race. Period."
That's a gentleman thing to do. Most people out have been like, "No, you're gonna mess me all up. Stay there. God, let me by."
There's no prize money.
Well, man, it's been a heck of a season for you and your crew. You walked away with one race win, multiple podiums here in this 4-week season. As we get ready to shift gears and go to the GT3 machines, how are you feeling about jumping in those cars?
I feel great about jumping in any car, man. I feel good in off-road. I feel good on road course. I feel good in NASCAR. Have a blast.
All right, man. Well, we hope to catch up with you in these next few weeks once again. Congratulations on the great finish here tonight. And before we let you go, would you like to give any final shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
Oh yeah, I got to give it up to my title sponsor, GBC Power Sports Tires, Canati Tires, the light trucks, my band Breaking in a Sequence. Thank Western Grinding and Ethan Wilson for sponsoring, Sharky for all his work, and all the admins at Worn Out Racers and Turn 5 Motorsports, Jägermeister and Beef Jerky Unlimited, man. And once again, thank you. And as they say, bang, bang, skeet, skeet.
Well, it ain't victory lane, but we're still going to do our little dance with you. Congratulations, my man, and we'll catch up with you in these next few weeks.
A lot.
All right, there you have it. Final few words for the man that walked away second here tonight, BC Vault, with a chance to walk away with the championship. We think he's going to come up a little bit short from our calculations. Needed a little bit more here tonight, but we're going to move right along. We're going to see if we can't talk to the man of the moment. Walked away with the top spot in qualifying. Had a little trouble on the first lap, but by the end of it all, Tim, you were able to walk away with your first checkered flag in the last race in these GT4 machines. So how's it feel to kind of hit the old walk-off?
It feels really good. I got completely swamped at the start. I don't know. I wasn't even ready for the green flag. So I think I was back in sixth by the time I got through turn one. But But the car felt really, really good tonight, really on rails. So I was happy to work my way up through it.
Now, Tim, we were looking at some lap times, and it took, not that I'm trying to call you out, it took you quite a while to really lay down that fast lap, to really duck back underneath those 127s. You were down into 126, one of the few drivers that were consistently running race trim times of 1 minute and 26 seconds out there. So once you seem to get the tires into temperature and you seem to kind of zone in, you were absolutely lights out fast, man. Knowing that you were so good here tonight in these McLaren GT4s, what's your feelings looking forward to next week in the upcoming weeks as we shift gears and we're going to be jumping into an entirely different car next week?
Yeah, I think I caught maybe Kevin and BC on an off night. They're usually super fast, so I don't see a repeat in the near future in those cars. I'm not as experienced in them, but it certainly was fun tonight.
Well, Tim, you put on quite a show for us. You ran down race leader Vault at the end of tonight's race with 7 to go. You made an opportunist move to the inside. You grabbed that race lead without much of a fight. Was able to walk away with it once again for your first race-winning performance here with the Western Grindin' Road Course Series right here on Thursday night. So, Tim, before we let you enjoy the champagne in Victory Lane, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, maybe thank anybody back home or at the race shop?
I think just the guys in the league. It's a lot of fun. It's a friendly group for sure, and it's a really nice place to race.
All right, my man. Well, if that's all, we won't hold you any longer. You enjoy yourself. Enjoy this race win. Until next time, my man, stay safe and keep it fast.
All right. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Your race winner, Tim McLeish, gonna get the job done. The 59 gonna walk away with the pole position and walk away with the checkered flag here tonight for the first time this season. Tim McLeish to Victory Lane. Now we're going to take a moment and we're going to talk to, well, unofficially, let's say it, let's just put it that way. Unofficially, your season champion in these GT4 machines, Kevin Santana, man. We're going to get some quick words with you. Had a little bit of a rough go there. Got spun around in tonight's race. At any point in time, were you worried that this season championship may just slip from your fingers?
Yeah, it's a mini championship. I'm not overly worried about it. It was one of those incidents, a bit of net code involved and in a tricky spot in the track. Kind of an ambitious move on my part anyway.
All right. Well, you came into tonight's race sitting 19 points ahead of your closest competitor that had a shot at you here tonight, and that is BC Vault. He's going to walk away with second place points and a little bonus points as well for having a clean race. So it's going to get pretty close, but we still think the pendulum swings into your advantage, and you will walk away crowned as the GT4 season championship. As you mentioned, too, a mini season, only 4 weeks long, but we're getting ready to jump in GT3 machines. Do you think there's anything that can translate from these GT4s that may be able to help you or some of the other drivers as we jump into the new car next week?
I'm a lot more used to the GT3s.
So they better watch out?
Yeah, the track selection is going to bite me, though, I think.
If it ain't something, it's something, huh?
Yeah, not one thing, it's another.
Well, Kevin, man, it's been a pleasure watching you out there on the road courses all season long so far. Not just here on Thursday nights, but also catching you on Tuesday nights with the Turn 5 guys. Great mini season for you. We'll hope that you keep the pace up in those GT3 machines, but for now, we'll crown you the king of the GT4 machines. You want to thank anybody out there watching?
I got to thank Ethan and Western Grinding for sponsoring it. And, of course, my wife and daughter for putting up with me. Of course, last time I talked to you, I forgot to mention my daughter, and she hit me with a frying pan.
I was about to say, you got the wife both times. I'm pretty sure your daughter is going to be a little mad. But
Yeah,
I
she was
didn't
a little
want to
upset
call you out last
time.
week. You know what I mean? I didn't want to call you out like that.
Yeah, she was a little upset. She got me with a frying pan later on.
Well, no frying pans this week. You're going to be safe to walk around the house at least for a week. So
For
we'll
now.
yeah,
Until I
for
do
now.
something else. Until I do something this weekend.
You know, Saturday is right around the corner. Just saying.
Exactly.
Well, Kevin, again, always a pleasure to catch up with you at the end of these things, man. Congratulations if these points do fall the way that we believe they will. And we'll look forward to catching up with you in these GT3 machines. Until then, as always, stay safe and keep it fast.
Thank you. Take it easy.
All right, there you have it. Final few parting words for the man that walked away from Mid-Ohio in 5th. But he should have enough points to secure that season championship. The 666 of Kevin Santana will be crowned the GT4 King. What a night, what a race here from Mid-Ohio. Race number 4 in the 4-week mini season. As producers hit the buttons in the background, you know the sounds, you know it's time for us to run down your unofficial race results right here tonight in the Western Grinding Road Course Racing Series, brought to you by Worn Out Racers. Walking away with the top spot in the pole position tonight. Your 4th fresh face to victory lane, the 59 of Tim McLeish. BC Vault back in 2nd with Sheldon. Rounding out your podium drivers, 4th place belongs to the 44 of Johan Wilson with Kevin Santana. Picking up 5th and grabbing your GT4 championship. Jeff Spotswood going to slide home in 6th with Chris Llewellyn back in 7th. Rolf Van comes home in 8th. Dean Miller in 9th. Freddie in the 74 finishes out your top 10. First driver, 1 lap down to here tonight. David Tamara going to finish in 11th, 52 back in 12th. 13th belongs to Frenchie Robert E. Going to bring the 9 home in 14th. Tommy Cristiano is going to make up 5 positions here tonight. He's going to move from 20th to 15th. Richard Vanderhave home tonight in 16th. 17th from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course is the 420 of James Schultz. 34 of Andy going to come home 18th and 19th tonight. Belongs to Raymond Causey. John Sayre back in 20th. Steve Law, Henry Farrell, and Paul Dillon finish out the 23 car field here for tonight's GT4 Championship race from a Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. What a night, what a race, what a mini season. 4 weeks of great road course racing action, and we're going to have 4 more weeks coming up at you starting next week in the GT3 machines. If you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love and drop that thumbs up. Click subscribe and smash that bell over there on the right hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. So with that being said, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.